They'll give you a number to call. When you call, it's just like a bank another answer you or some
bank or some big company.
When you check with the internet, the numbers that were given to you is a real number. They call it spoofing. When you call, someone will hijack the number.
I asked how long it happened. He said 1 month. How many transactions? 23 transactions. 23 transactions, that means there are 23 offences. When the money come in, straight away they'll go out. So usually these are the transactions involving illegal activities.
就你不懂的人啊，你真的以为是的，所以其实真真假假现在真的很难分了。尤其是 MCO， 每个人都很辛苦的时候，都会很容易去相信。So there's no way to actually win this case and say that I swear I'm only a victim. 你们用错地方了，你们这样的头脑，如果你们用对地方的话，你们真的是一个人才来的，懂吗？Hello， 欢迎回到阿斯林音 channel。那今天呢，我们有2个非常专业的专业人士，一个就是 YB。林丽莹就是 YB Lim Lip Eng， 还有一个是有很多经验、非常丰富的专业律师 Mr. Guok， 还有 Mr. Peter， 他们帮姐姐打这个官司的。那为什么今天会有这一个环节呢？是因为一直以来姐姐的粉丝都问姐姐很多问题，但因为我只是 SPM 毕业，所以我无法回答你们正确你们想要知道的问题。那事实上，在 Internet 呢，现在有很多解释不了也 prevent 不了这样的问题。那今天就请2个专业人士来给他们的个人意见，怎么可以不要再受骗，怎样可以避免你们成为下一个实质上的受害者。
Most cases that I receive 就是借你的 identity opening 那个 bank account。from the companies，
这因为很多就算不是小孩子，他们可能是30、50岁，那他还会给 IC， 就老人家也是这样，你给我 IC 啦，我每个月给你钱啊，500块也好啊，1000啊，2000也好。但是因为他们是平民，可能很多都没有这样的社会经验，或者他们没有看这种报纸，或者报纸还没有开始报道。因为现在的老千越来越猖狂，他们骗的东西是其实很 make sense 的，他可以办是 bank 打来啊，他可以办是政府人员打来啊。
你们千万不可以接触你们的名字 identity open bank account， 包括公司，这个会很严重。你们会被坐牢，不只是罚款，而且可能会 bankrupt blacklisted， 以后不能再出国再做其他生意，包括借loan了，连买一个 motorbike 都不能，这是很严重的。如果能够，我会在parliament说 make it an offense 借触这个 identity 开 bank account， 而且我们政府应该 create 那个 awareness， 让人民对于借本身的名字开公司开 bank account 签那个guarantor这样很多时候大家都会骂说这些人贪心gullible甚至骂他们idiot stupid。从小到大，父母亲朋友都说不可以这样容易相信的。但是你们就偏的相信，我觉得不可以全部怪这些受害者了，因为老千他们的 scheme
offer
very convincing it is like very real。讲到说帮人家逃税啦 ，company tax income tax 所以借你的名字啦 ，it very make sense 像刚才你讲的。
很 professional， 他们想得很周到，又不是太夸张了，因为好像有好似係有好似唔係這樣。
They give you a number to call. When you call, it's just like a bank another answer you or some
bank or some big company.
When you check with the internet, the numbers that were given to you is a real number. They call it spoofing. When you call, someone will hijack the number.
Like even I saw Maybank and Bank, not the real Maybank and Bank. They actually put advertisement on Facebook and all that on like loan very high percent of return which doesn't make sense one like 10%, 20% or whatsoever. 把他们 call 去的时候，其实不是 Maybank number 来的，把它整个 advertisement 是直接是放 Maybank logo and Bank， 就你不懂的人你真的以为是的，所以其实真真假假现在真的很难。尤其是 MCO， 每个人都很辛苦的时候，都会很容易去相信。
每次我都会告诉这些人，如果这个 investment 是这么 high return这个人为什么不要自己做？为什么要 benefit 你？你又不是他的儿子你甚至不是他朋友，你只是在 online 他揪你。
所以要一直做 prevention， 要 educate 他们，不要这样容易相信，你的爸爸妈妈都没有给你这样好的待遇，没有可能不认识的人突然间讲 给你钱，因为有钱都自己赚，没有可能招摇这样，除非他那个人赚的钱是要招摇的，让你给他钱，因为你才是导致他致富的原因。
Just before I came for this talk, there was I think around 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine called up and said that the niece got into trouble. I asked what trouble is that? Immediately she said that police officer called her for statement taking, and what is a so-called offence is because Pinjam Account again, because this girl is actually I think 20 years old, 21 years old. She didn't know that the account that she gave out or loaned out will be used for illegal activities. I asked how long it happened. He said 1 month. How many transactions? 23 transactions. 23 transactions, that means there are 23 offences. The money come in, straight away they'll go out. So usually these are the transactions involving illegal activities like along,
scam buying
products and so on. So they will be charged for under 424 of the penal code. That is actually like dishonest or fraudulent removal of or concealment of for consideration. So that means like something like receiving stolen property. The consequence is high because it can carry a punishment of 5 years imprisonment. No joke. So imagine you loan one account for say 1,000 ringgit a month. You got 23 transactions going in and out of your accounts. How long are you going to send imprisonment? So do not do that. But what YB said, we have to do something about it. Awareness is actually important. Very supportive of Sister Lengen who arranged this kind of a talk to educate the people. Just now, Sister Lengen also raised out the point that sometimes when you call back the number are actually as though it's legitimate, and YB Lim also said about spoofing and so on. So sometimes you don't be surprised that we receive calls as though from Bukit Aman. Those are also used as spoofing numbers to call you to try to say that, look, for example, police, they'll say, I'm Inspector so and so, I believe that you are involved in a commission of crime, and well, if you want, I can try to help you and so on. Again, this one, do not believe. If you have already committed an offence, the police will immediately, if it's true, they will go to your house, knock the door and arrest you. So there's no such thing as, yeah, I think you committed an offence because some money going into the account and so on. You want to settle? I can help you. Do not believe that kind of story.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, then they want to go shortcut.
The moment you start to negotiate and so on with them, that means your
some
yao, that means you also you are not clean. You give them an opportunity to stir more fear into you. As a result, you easily believe what they say. So my advice is, if you think that this call is definitely a false call, just end the call. Don't need to entertain them.
Okay, what can this person do as a 受害者 who gave the IC and the bank account out?
All these victims, they can't do anything. There's no way for them. The only solution is with the police. Until now, the police refuse, or they are just too lazy to do a thorough investigation. Police know that these are all syndicates, these are all it's a scam job. These people are victims. The police or even bank should combine task force to look into this. But until now, there's no such thing. That's why when all these victims came to me, I'll try to talk to the IO, talk to the police chief, OCPD, or even Corporation Crime in Bukit Aman, ask them to look into this seriously.
So there's no point in a way to say that they will go to the courtroom and say, you know, I'm a victim, I just gave my IC and my account, I took 1,000 ringgit, that's all. I don't have 1 million to pay back for the 100, you know, other victims that actually banked in. So there's no way to actually win this case and say that, oh, I swear I'm only a victim. Is there any way?
Very difficult case to defend.
Very difficult to challenge in court. I mean, to the police, money went to your account and you are the account holder, case closed. So the police would not want to investigate further.
Because to the victim, they will think like, hey, money went to my account, but it goes out straight away. What? You tangkap that person, they will think like this. They will always, the common way of thinking is like this. What do you think we can advise the crowd? Okay, that's what you think, but that doesn't mean that the court or the judge or the system or the police think that way, because you are the one who are at wrong first. You shouldn't give out your IC, you shouldn't give out your, you know, bank account, but you know, they still blame everyone, they still blame, Mr. Guok, why you don't say something like this? In the end, the end money doesn't end up at my account. Well, actually, it just passed through. Why my lawyer you don't do something? Why don't you say, you also know I didn't take the money? You know I'm just a student. You know I'm just a apong. Why you don't want to help me?
To the court and to the police, they will say, you make this up. In fact, you are the one who benefited from the money.
It's all about education and awareness, as YB said. It's not easy, and sometimes greed also lah. You don't be greedy. Just because 500, 1,000 a month, oh, think extra income as well. Do not actually think that there's, as what YB said, there's a such thing as free lunch in the world.
好了，这集到此为止了。其实呢，如果你们觉得你们将会成为受害者，你觉得我只是租一个 IC 出去，然后你就有几百块、几千块拿，或者你给一个 bank account， 你觉得我只是给 bank account 嘛，他转一转钱，最后那钱都不是到我的户口了啦。其实，在法律上或者警察的这个范围之内呢，你是那个祸首，就是如果你没有借出去这个 bank account， 你没有给他 IC， 没有你的名字、你的资料在里面，这样这个 case 就不会发生。所以你自己挖洞跳下去，然后你说人家推你下去，这个说法虽然有偏差，但是如果在法律上和警察的范围内呢，你还是那一个有做错的人。所以到最后，你可能为了几千块，你是要遗失自由，你不可以出国，不能再用你的名字借钱，还有很多东西，可能你会导致你的家里被收回，你的车被收回，因为你要赔钱，你没有钱赔人家，你也会坐监牢。那坐监牢你要打官司，也很难去找到免费的律师，因为这些东西你要上扣，还有很多费用要给人家，不能逼你可以做什么，不可以做什么。但是如果你妙想天开，突然间天掉下来给你的一个免费午餐，其实这个世界上没有那么好的，不是？所以你们要深思。好，谢谢 YB， 还有谢谢 Mr. Guok， 下一集再见，拜。